It's sad and unfortunate that we lost David. When he decided to venture out on his own, he looked to the south, which is Oaxaca, where our projects are, and saw a similar situation to it we originally saw in Guerrero, which is an underexplored belt. And he thought that there was a lot of what we call volcanogenic massive sulfide opportunities to style a deposit, VMS. So he went and staked that ground over the last 10 years or so and put a really good property package together. But more than that, he spent close to 1.8 million with himself, and at one point Oz Minerals was partnered, and he's come up with some very, very appealing exploration targets.
Very typically, investors can get into existing belts, historical mines, historical mining in the region. It's extremely rare to have the ability to get into something at the very beginning. For example, if you could have gotten into the Carlin Trend before the Carlin Trend was discovered, if you could have gotten into the Guerrero Gold Belt and nobody believed in it back in 1994 when I showed up there, okay? So I've seen this, I know what it's like, I see what happens, and I've experienced it watching a belt develop from nothing to a significant mining camps. So that is what this opportunity represents. And this just isn't a crazy idea that it may be that, but we have the physical evidence. And between the two projects, we have a wide variety of top tier exploration targets, again, that are drill ready. We've already selected the targets themselves. We're starting at Riqueza Marina. Why? Because we have not just one or two, but we have three primary separate target areas. One of the distinctive things about volcanogenic massive sulfides, very characteristic, they typically form not just one deposit. Typically there's one big one, two or three moderate to big ones, and then similarly you have other satellite deposits in the area. So Riqueza Marina is showing all those signs. We have 5 important areas, 3 of which the top priority we're going to drill right up front. And those, of course, are the ones that show both outcropping high-grade mineralization, as well as showing coincidence gravity anomalies. And gravity anomalies are important because gravity anomalies show up bullseye targets on very dense rocks. Sulfides are very dense rocks. Massive sulfides are about the densest rocks on the planet. And so this shows up as nice anomalies. And we have coincident gravity anomalies and outcropping high-grade mineralization. So that represents the best of both worlds.
We're in Oaxaca. It's got Latin America's largest windmill farm, is located close by. We're close to roads. You can virtually drive right to the project. Great from that point of view. We're doing our consultation period now. We hope to be drilling it either Q4 this year or Q1 next. The majority of our phase 1 targets. We should be public. Well, that'll be the first catalyst, getting the company trading, which we expect end of April, maybe beginning of May. You never know with the exchange and timing, but it looks like we're on track. Everything's essentially been done. We raised $4.2 million. We were oversubscribed. The original raise was going to be, I believe, 2.5. So a lot of interest, a lot of it predicated on, sort of the reputation of David. We've been able to, fill the void geologically. We've added a fellow by the name of Rob Johannesing is going to run the program. Fortunately, met him through David, a good friend of his, knows the area. So that's the key, is getting the geological team on the ground. Riqueza Marina is the one we'll be doing work on first, and I expect it to see a drill first. That's the project where we've got a significant geophysical anomaly coupled with soil sampling, and we actually have what the geologists refer to as a felsic dome sitting above that project. It's a key geological element of a volcanogenic massive sulfide ore body. And then also it has kilometers of outcrop that's mineralized that we want to follow up on. We'll do a little bit more work there and get that drill ready also. So that's phase 1 targets. And then on our secondary project, Zaquila, I think we can pretty well go straight to drilling on that. that is looks like a huge geological environment. We're seeing things that would lead us to believe that if there is a volcanogenic massive sulfide body there, it could be, the Noranda-esque type of style, which is what we're looking for. But once again, you would need the drills will largely tell the story there. But that very prospective. And then our third project's one called Rescate. It's in Pueblo, which is the state right beside Oaxaca. It's a gold project. There's a small gold mine close by. We've got a lot of the ground along strike. We'd like to do some work on it. We think we can develop some gold targets that potentially could be significant grade that we'd like to follow up on. Given where we sit with that as far as permitting, that actually might get drilled in Q4 of this year, either concurrently or a little bit before the two projects in Oaxaca. So as far as which are it's going to be dictated to which ones we can drill to first. I can't tell you which one we like better until we ask me after we've drilled all three, then I'll tell you.